All right. Do y'all remember this? The honeycombs right here, and we got milk.
The honeycomb.
The honeycomb. I don't like too much milk in my cereal because like you only really need enough. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a whole bunch.
You only need a little bit.
You only need a little bit. You only need a little bit. All right. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Kelly. Okay, we got the honeycombs here. I'm gonna try to sit where there's like not so much glare from the window. All right, you're tuning in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. A pop-up live stream where we just gonna eat cereal and we gonna relax. I slept in today. I did eat a banana before I got here. Now we finna eat some honeycombs. Do y'all remember honeycombs? When my mom would buy honeycombs, the box would go so fast. And honestly, she didn't really buy honeycombs a lot. She used to shop at Sam's Club for us. So we would get like Cheerios, which I absolutely cannot stand Cheerios no more. Frosted Flakes, and they have like a big box of Fruit Loops. So when she got the honeycombs, she would have to get it from like Walmart or Safeway. And there was 5 of us total. My older brother was already out of the house, so it was like 4 kids. So we didn't get honeycombs a lot, is the moral of the story. Let me pray before I eat. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Bless and hands made it. Thank you for everything that you do for us and everything that you've already done. Thank you for blessing us with this opportunity. In Jesus' name, pray. Amen. I got some cereal. And we got some juice here. Okay. I don't know what it is about breakfast, but we always get a lot of trolls in here when it's breakfast time. It's very weird. Okay, it is 2 o'clock. I am running late today. I just got up and had a banana, and now I'm eating cereal. So for me, it's breakfast. But for y'all, and it's Sunday. Y'all shouldn't be hating on people on Sunday. Come on now. So it's not breakfast, it's really lunch. This is, dang, what do you call that? It's like the, I think, let me look it up. It's a pineapple. Let me go look in the fridge real quick, because I just looked at this juice and it's gonna make me mad. Oh, I get why you're calling it Punch Ava. The name of the brand is Hawaiian Punch. Oh, that's why you keep saying, I'm sorry, Ava.
Yes, it's
Okay, it's Hawaiian Punch Pineapple Plunge. And Ava keeps calling it Fruit Punch, and I'm like, it's not punch. But she was saying that because the brand name is Hawaiian Punch. I really wanted Tampico, but the store didn't have that. But that's the juice I really, really wanted. Okay, let me unplug this, and then we're gonna charge this after the live stream. I got like 50% on here. That charger actually charges really fast. I gotta keep my eye on the chat. So I'm gonna be honest, when I woke up this morning, I laid in the bed for like 2 hours, working on updating some of my pictures, working on my Facebook food group, and then also my other channel. And I really want to do, I'm gonna make Ava do a video today for her channel. She finally got her hair done. And no excuse. Yes, Lady Wiser, how you doing? And Franks, hey Frank, how are you? Honeycombs right here. This is the best cereal. This is a cereal you don't share with your kids. Only got one, so I was able to share with her. But if you got a whole bunch of kids, you ain't sharing the honeycombs with them. Let me move this box over so y'all can see the box. I think right there. There we go. And I know you lying. I know you lying. There ain't no Diddy's house, and this channel was not affiliated with Diddy any way, shape, or form. And Lady White said, glad to see you're doing good, honey. Thank you so much. Yes. It has been a long couple of months for me, but I'm doing much, much better. And still on YouTube, doing my thing. One breakfast for the rest of my life. What are y'all picking, Chad? That's a good question. I'm picking eggs, bacon, and toast. You know why? You can do a lot of different stuff with that combination. If you have eggs, you can do a whole bunch of eggs. So eggs, bacon, and toast is what I would pick for the rest of my life. And then Sarah said, I'm gonna go full English. What that mean? And then remind us what they have in the English breakfast. Hey Lamar, and Lady said, taking one day at a time is what we do. That's all you can do in life. Taking one day at a time. One day at a time. Every day I wake up, thank God. Every night, thank God. I'm like, woo, I got another day. Hey, Savannah. Girl, I thought that was Michelina mac and cheese wheels for a second. No, oh, I know you're talking about mac and cheese. No, this is the Honeycombs, the cereal. I do not like mac and cheese wheels or like any other shape besides elbow and rotini. Like pasta is kind of weird. I had it with penne before, but it's weird. Have you guys ever had that Cheetos flavored mac and cheese? It is disgusting. Don't buy it. And I didn't even buy it. My sister bought it. And I stole it from her. And I said, man, I did all this stealing for this? I was mad as hell. It's really, really nasty. I don't like stuff like that where it's like, when they have like bacon chips. I don't like stuff like that. It's very, very weird. What? It probably is expired at the store because it's nasty. I don't know, like, I was like, maybe they got this for kids. You know, and I saw it in my sister's pantry, and I was like, oh, let me try this. I got this home, I was like, man, this is disgusting. Somebody gonna say, this is where my tax dollars are going. So somebody eating cereal, you need to complain about other stuff that they're doing with your tax money, like painting rainbow crosswalks. You need to be mad about that. So they're sending a lot of that tax money overseas to help people with they had a concert, a Sesame Street concert overseas, and they send your money off to you. Like, if y'all gonna be mad about your tax dollars, be mad about that stuff. Don't be mad that I'm sitting up here eating cereal that I bought with my own money. They're painting rainbow crosswalks, okay? And you in here complaining about a $5 box of cereal. Boy, go on somewhere. That's a good question. Drake or Kendrick? Ooh, you know, Drake got them throwbacks. That's a hard one. Drake got them throwback songs, like them bangers, before all the controversy. I would say I would like Drake's catalog better, but because of the recent events and all Drake has been doing, I'll have to go Kendrick. Just because I don't like the way Drake has been acting lately, some of the things that he got going on. I would say Kendrick, but Kendrick, you got the y'all remember the swimming pools, the song? Yeah, I had to do Kendrick. Sorry, Drake, you acting too crazy out here. Samantha, people always gonna be mad. I saw this video skit. Someone mad at EMTS for leaving the ambulance on so the meds didn't expire because of their tax laws. You know what? I'm with you, Savannah. People just love to complain. Just love to complain. Like, you can't wait over here to complain about your tax dollars. There's way more efficient use of your time that you could really be using if you're advocating for your tax dollars. Like, don't come over here. It's crazy. You know what? People just want to be mad. I don't even remember hearing all this tax dollar complaining. Like 4 years ago, I didn't hear people complain about stuff like this. Now, it's everything is your money. Like, bro, get out of my life. Hey, Sydney, you about to get the block. Coming up in here with the negative energy, talking crazy to the chat. Your time is this is your last final warning. We ain't playing that over here. I don't like my chat arguing back and forth. We don't got time. And look, Emperor, I was just telling the trolls they got one more time. Look. Now, look, I was finna let you go, Sydney, one more time, but Emperor don't play that. So, Empress say ain't no more warnings. F out of here, look. But we got some cereal today. I might cook something later, I might not. We'll see. Okay, so I have some fries, some bacon, some onions, and some cheese. So I'm kind of thinking about doing like loaded bacon cheddar, or I guess you can call it bacon cheddar fries. I was thinking about that. And Savannah said, oh my God, that sounds so tasty. Oh, I thought you said it sounds so nasty. I'm like, what? But I was thinking about doing some bacon cheddar fries. And then I'll make like some fries and grilled cheese for Ava later on. But do y'all know what DSL means? Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think so. But honestly, every woman has those lips when it's time to turn them on. So it's very stupid. Mmm. Yes, I tried a lot of Italian. I mean, not Italian. Indian food. A lot of Indian food in my day. When I worked at Intel, we had a Indian station where we would do like dal. We would do like the jasmine rice, the lamb vindaloo. Yeah, so we would always do curries, and then a naan, of course, and then there's like the chutney, the mango chutney. So when I was in Portland, I ate a lot of Indian food. But the reason why I don't go anywhere and order Indian food, because Indian food is traditionally very spicy, and I don't do spicy food like that. So I don't even be going to Indian restaurants. What's wrong with y'all? Somebody gonna say, is there a lot of sun inside? What do you think? Hey, Angela. What do you think? Do you think there's sun inside? Does that even make sense? And the foodie gang that's already been here, already been subscribed to the channel, knows why I got on shades, okay? And instead of you coming up in here asking stupid questions, why don't you just ask, why do you have on sunglasses? Why don't you just say that? You're saying everything else but the question. And then you're gonna say, I don't want to see my food. If someone that is blind made all this good food that I made, y'all should congratulate them. That should be a big victory. So I make some good food. And I've been trying my hardest to ignore the trolls. It's very, sometimes you be like, hold up, you gonna get addressed right now. Okay, this one says, only God can judge me, which is very, I'm so glad I got this years ago. I think I got this in 2021, but I did not know that it would come in handy years later. But only God can judge me. And then this one is, it was a henna that I got in Hawaii, and then when I got back, I tattooed it on my hand. And the original henna went all the way down to my finger, but they told me that I shouldn't do finger tattoos because the fingers fade really easy. So does the hand, and this tattoo is probably like 4 years old, and I haven't got it touched up, and it's kind of faded, but it's not like bad, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, only God can judge me. And you know what? It's crazy because years later, I'm like, damn, this is a shout out to the haters. But yeah, so the original henna went all the way down to my finger, but the tattoo artist was like, hey, finger tattoos fade really, really easy. You shouldn't do that. And I'm glad I listened. I'm glad I listened because I wash my hands a lot. So I know that tattoo would have faded. But yes, y'all, double tap the screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. But yes, only God can judge me. I don't know when I'm getting my next tattoo. I kind of just got these two and then I stopped. These are all the tattoos that I have. Some people have their whole body covered in tattoos, but I just got these two, and then after that I was like, okay, I'm done. But I do want to get another tattoo. I'm gonna get a tribute to my mom and dad. I don't know what I wanted to say and what I wanted to look like, but I'm gonna get another tattoo one day. I just really ain't in no rush. You know what tattoos I think look like super tight, but I'm scared to get is when people have like the leg sleeve like going up their thigh. I think those look so nice, but I'm kind of scared. That's a big commitment. That's a big commitment. Cause it's like this tattoo right here on my hand, it hurt. This one hurt. So I can't imagine getting a big old piece on my leg or like a whole like picture. I've been seeing some people have like tattoos on their neck. I'm like, hell no. Would you let Ava get a tattoo at what age? I think that's a decision that you make when you're over the age of 18, as far as tattoos. I'll be seeing like when I was in high school, there was this girl who was like 16, 15 with tattoos. Unacceptable. You need to be over the age of 18. You need to be able to do it in a legit place. Don't be going to these people's houses and all that. Now, I know some people that have gotten good tattoos out of people's houses, but I want you to go to somebody that's like a reputable source. You know what I'm saying? That we can track back. But I would say 18. Empress said, I know it's some more trolls coming, trolls in here hiding, come out and play. Yeah! When Empress get here, y'all get quiet. Empress, they was eating me up. Hey, Reddick, how you doing? How you doing, Reddick? But I would say, do you guys have any tattoos? But I would say, I just feel like some things, tattoos, you shouldn't rush into them. I mean, that's something that I don't feel like kids should be getting. You be seeing like teenagers in high school with tattoos done. That's not cool. Because I feel like at that age, you're going to get something stupid that don't really mean much. And once you get a tattoo, that's forever. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it away. When I got my tattoos, I was 27. I was probably like 28. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really grown. And Angela's funny. She said, I have natural tattoos. Me too, girl. And then, Empress said, no tats. I hate needles. And then Malik said, I prefer tattoos with a story rather just for aesthetics. I think that's a good point. And I feel like when you're young and you're getting tattoos, you're getting you're getting stupid stuff. You're not getting, like when people be in a gang and they put the gang on their body line, like that's dumb. You know how Young Thug had that YSL, and then they all was snitching in the YSL Rico down in Georgia. I forgot what his name was. Oh, it was Gunna. Gunna got the YSL thing, the YSL name covered up. Tattoos like that to me are stupid. Why are you getting a gang tattooed on you? Now I would get the Foodie gang. I would do that, but no other type of gangs where y'all shooting people, selling drugs, doing bad stuff. Why are you getting something like that tattooed on you? But he ended up getting that covered up. But like tattoos like that, when people get like the little teardrop, not even necessary. I'll tell y'all this. If you meet a man with face tattoos, in my opinion, you should not talk to him. I'm telling y'all this from personal experience. People with face tattoos are crazy. They're unstable people. Because you gotta think, The mindset you gotta be in to get a face tattoo, you gotta be like in an effing mindset. Don't talk to people with face tattoos. I'm telling you, it never works out. I learned my lesson. And people that got a lot of like family issues. Y'all saw that one content creator who was going off about how he hates black women. People like that? Nah, nope. And Angela said it's like looking into the face of a demon. Oh my God, my sister. I'm gonna take my sunglasses off to show y'all this. Hey, people, my sister was talking with somebody who had a cross right here. I don't know why she thought he was attractive, but that man was crazy. Oh, my lip. He was crazy. He had a cross right here. Wasn't nothing holy about him. I don't know what she was attracted to. That's a big sign to look, but he just was crazy. But yeah, no face tattoos. Amber said, yeah, face and neck tats are hideous. I met a chick, she's on YouTube, that has neck tats. She would be smoking hot if she didn't have them neck tats. Yeah, neck tattoos, face tattoos. People don't like hand tattoos, and I understand that too. That's up. I can't really talk about that because I got one. But the face and neck, don't do it. They cray. But yeah, he had a cross right on his forehead. Man, hey Brazil, how you doing, Vaughn? And speaking of Vaughn, do y'all remember King Vaughn? Hey Mitchell, how you doing? I see you. This is what I was saying. When you do a pop-up live stream, everybody pull up. Everybody pull up. But when you plan a live stream round, don't nobody come. But I just had some cereal. I kind of took my time this morning. I was working on, I made a video for my other channel. And I was working on uploading my pictures and like editing my pictures. Kind of just working on, the other side of being a content creator. Like you guys see one side when I pull up here and I'm talking. But besides this, you have to like make thumbnails. You gotta, upload your pictures and all that stuff. So I was just working on that, kind of organizing. It's like, you guys know how I've been cooking a lot and I always take pictures. Well, I haven't done anything with those pictures. And then I uploaded a couple of members only shorts. And then I uploaded a regular short. Empress said, do not spam the chat with emojis. Only one. Yes. You don't need to put 10 emojis. We get your emotion with one. At that point, you're doing the most. Just put one emoji, bro. We get it. Okay, Malik said, do you feel not everyone can carry a tat as in like an attire? Yes. Some people, depending on the location, your tats can make you look like a gangbanger or they can just make you look untrustworthy. Like that guy that had that cross right here, I never would have been talking to him. I was telling my sister, I said, please leave this man. But when somebody loves somebody, they love somebody. There's nothing that you can do about it. So we had to wait it out. I got to the point, I said, bro, don't call me no more. Mitchell said, I'm about to eat some Bodak Fire noodles. Okay, what's in those? And what type of cuisine is that? Vaughn said, I am Brazilian, but I live in Utah for 10 years. Salt Lake City. I work as a researcher at Omnitech University. I do research on gravitational fields at Skinwalker Ranch. Dang, okay, Vaughn. Vaughn sounds like he got a lot going on. Sounds like he got a career. Empress said, yeah, the lady I met with the task is his truck driver. She got a YouTube channel, very interesting. How do you guys feel about women being truck drivers, women working in those jobs that are mainly or that are normally carried by men? A lot of people speak against that. Mount said, "Do a cooking live whenever possible. You know, good food and chat." Yes, and I'm planning on. I just think about this, and let me know how this sounds to y'all. I'm thinking about making some bacon cheddar fries tonight. I got some like cheese sauce. I have some bacon. I have some onions. So what I was gonna do is cook the bacon and onions together. Um, Fry up the fries, get them real nice and crispy. Hit it with a little bit of cheese, and then put the bacon and onion mix on there. Mention that Kroger's. They're good if you like spicy. Okay. Is that Asian? Okay, Vaughn. Vaughn's talking crazy now. Ryan said, "Go to the kitchen." I do it. You don't come up in here trying to tell me what to do. Okay, Angela answered my question. Bodak is Korean. Okay, that's what I was kind of wondering. Um, okay, Empress said in regards to the women being truck drivers. He said, "I could care less. Just don't have an accident near me and mine." My grandma applied for a truck driving job in the late 40s. And you know what? That's a good point. I don't think we care too damn much about what people got going on these days. Trying to get that glare out. There's a lot of sun, y'all. I guess that's the sun in my house that the trope was talking about earlier. Okay, this looks weird because it's yellow. I'm gonna put this off to the side, but it's pineapple. There's this a lot of the YouTubers feel some type of way about, they say manly men and all that. Women shouldn't be truck drivers. Women shouldn't do this and that. I'm like, who wrote this book? Y'all got all these rules for people. It's too much. It's too much. But yeah, we have some honeycombs. And y'all had honeycombs before, and honeycombs be hitting. Okay, so me and Ava, we finished up our show. It was so good. It was Lost in Space on Netflix. We finished it up, so today we're gonna find a new show. I'm gonna make Ava go outside for a walk. I'm gonna see what the temperature looking like before I commit to all that. See what the temperature's looking like. Remember, okay, so when we were in Alabama, we went on a walk, and y'all, I was like, I'm never doing this again with Ava because she was so miserable. And the chat was making me feel all bad. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna stay inside. No more outdoor live streams. We outside, we outside. But El Cheapo, I was like, I want to see outside. I want to see outside. Emperor said, my grandma basically dressed like a dude. Didn't have no makeup on. Tied her boots to look like a, or oh, okay, tied her boobs to look like a dude. And she altered her voice. When she passed the test, she revealed that she was a woman. Wow, she had to do all that just to pass the test. But back in the, you said back in the 40s, things could have been different. And just that cool grandma. And then they told her to kick rocks and try to call my grandpa. He was a crane operator at the mill, at the big steel mill in Detroit. All right, Vaughn. Vaughn is taking a page out of a book or a page out of that movie or a show I just watched called Lost in Space, and he's talking about aliens and spaceships. Vaughn, you started off good, and you came in here talking about a real important job. Now everything is called into question because how you talking. Empress said yes back in the 40s. Yes. To support the channel and keep the stove on, you can always hit the Cash App. Let me know if you do hit the Cash App. Or the PayPal. You can send a super chat or just hit the like button and subscribe. And Empress said, we don't give a damn about that ETB BS. Look, we have enough problems here on Earth. honestly, to even start talking about things outside of the atmosphere. Like, how many problems do y'all want to put on? And it's not like we're checking anything off. We're just adding on lists, problems. Look, if there's aliens and they come to get us, and the world's gonna end, it is what it is. Don't y'all want to enjoy y'all last few moments, or your last days? But yeah, we got too many problems here in the world to be talking about aliens and outer space. Ember said, my late Uncle Gene said it best. You gonna keep on messing around in space and find some niggas up there. Niggas are everywhere. That's funny. Yeah, but then my thing is like, well, if you find the people, then what you gonna do? Then what? But I think I saw something in the news saying that they found some type of like remains that they think means that there was people that lived up on Mars, just something like that. I'm like, okay, now what, But yeah, I think it was something like that. Like, we found human remains. Look, first of all, we don't even trust y'all like that. So whatever you find up there, we questioning everything anyway. Because we don't even believe y'all when y'all tell us something happened down the road. You think we're going to believe y'all when you say something going on in space? And then we think that everything that happens is a conspiracy theory anyway. And we think y'all trying to distract us from what's really going on. Then Empress said they done jacked this Earth up. Now they're trying to find another planet to mess up. God ain't gonna allow it. That's probably what they're doing. That's what happened on that show I was watching, Lost in Space. Something happened with Earth. Earth was gonna become uninhabitable, so they found another planet called Alpha Centauri to go to. But on the way to that planet, they ended up coming in contact with these aliens who they had stole their technology from and their engine. And the aliens were trying to get the engine back so they could like somehow ruin the world or ruin space. But they ended up defeating the aliens after a couple of different episodes. It was a lot. It was a lot. And they went to this other planet and they lived happily ever after. But you know what they be saying? They be saying that South Park predicts a lot of what is going to happen in the world and in politics. So I do think that some of these shows kind of do be what's going to happen in the future. Maybe not as like dramatic, but I don't know, like it's kind of like that's what we kind of just came to. They done jacked up Earth. They trying to find another planet for us to go to. And they're probably going to try to leave us behind. Let's be real here. They're only taking the rich people. And then to even qualify to go to the other planet, you had to go through a level of testing. Because they wasn't taking everybody. They was only taking the people that had special skills. How was y'all day? What did y'all eat so far? How you doing, Angela Hurd and Angela Reddick? Y'all are two women that be having me worried. I don't know where Hurd is gonna be in the world and what she got going on. And Angela Reddick, you be having me worried too, because I just want to make sure that you're okay and that you get back home. But I'm glad you guys show up to the chats. I actually wasn't gonna go live today, so I was like, man, I'm tired of going live.
I told her to go live.
But then, and like I told you guys, every time I'm about to eat or cook, I'm like, damn, I could be filming this. And I was like, Ava, should I go live? She's like, yes. Yes. And Empress said, strike 3, you asked that on a previous stream and got ignored. Smoke a truckload of Newports and have a bang out of life, bro. Somebody asked if I smoke cigarettes. No, I don't. I don't even know. You guys, I have been on here for 2 years. I think that if I smoked cigarettes, I would have mentioned it. I would have said it. My voice is a little dry, but I don't even talk raspy. And if I did smoke cigarettes, why do you care? That don't got nothing to do with the food, the content, or what we talking about. Angela Hurst said, I used to smoke Newport. Yeah, both of my parents smoked. My dad stopped. My dad stopped smoking. But my mom smoked. She would smoke Salem regular. That was her things. And first off, funny. He said smokes that troll pack. Oh, y'all know what I heard? Cause my ear be to the streets. I heard that anybody that speak on Charlie Kirk, they coming after him. They're taking the person's visa away if they have a visa. And then there's this website that they created, and I think it's called Charlie Kirk's Murderers. And anyone that's on social media, I think they said TikTok or Twitter, that makes comments celebrating his unaliving, they put you on that website and they pretty much dox you. And they're saying that some people have gotten fired from their job. It's crazy. Empress said, back in high school, I smoked weed and black and mild at the same time. I seen people do that. Now, I do smoke weed, but I have not smoked in months. And then Angel said they're making him a freaking martyr. Yes, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And Utopian Catalyst, which is a questionable name, said, I'm new here. What happened with the honeycombs? I ate them. Oh, he's saying, like, what happened with the honeycombs? They don't taste the same. The only cereal I eat these days is the cashew cinnamon shredded wheat for the fiber. I don't feel like honeycombs taste the same. Do you guys feel like honeycombs don't? Oh, Ray said I just vape. Let's talk about that vaping stuff. Because I did not know this. I had no idea. A lot of the vapes, like the flavors and stuff, how they be having the flavors are all illegal. And so I was watching the news, and Pam Bundy and the U.S. Secretary of Health, I think his name was like Kennedy Jr., they had seized all these illegal vape flavors from Chicago. And they're saying anybody that's selling flavored vapes, they are illegal. The flavors are not FDA approved. The only flavors that are the only kinds that the FDA has approved are like menthol, tobacco, and then there was another one. All these flavored vapes are illegal. I had no idea. And now they're cracking down on it. They seized all these they seized all these like vape pen flavors, and they're saying anybody that's caught selling that stuff with the flavors can get in trouble, can get your business license taken away, and they're saying that all these flavors are targeting children. I did not know this. I did not. And then they're saying some of the vape pens or the flavors, or however you say, y'all know what I'm trying to say. They're saying some of the vapes are laced with THC. I'm like, what? And then so they're saying that there's a whole epidemic, but I don't think they're also saying this. Vaping is not better than smoking. There is still nicotine in it, and it's not good for you. And a lot of people stopped smoking and started vaping, thinking that it was better, and it's really not. But yes, it was crazy because I was like, all the flavors are illegal? I did not know that. Hey, Telahasm. Hey, Red, how are you doing? And Ray said, yeah, children smoke, apparently. But I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people that are younger, like in high school, vaping. You have to be 19 to be able to smoke cigarettes or be able to smoke, period. And they're saying that they have all these smoke shops are popping up and they're all selling legal stuff. And they're saying it's coming from China. I'm like, what? I did not know all the flavors was illegal. I did not know that. Crazy. In Cali, you can't have any flavor. Many people smoke their weed in a vape. I have seen the weed vapes. They're saying the flavors are illegal, and they seize a lot. There was like a ton of cases of the flavors from Chicago. I did not know the flavors was illegal. Hey, Tallahassee, how you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. So in Arizona, where I live, you have to be 18 legally in Arizona. I thought it was 19 to smoke. And see, I think that's like, I thought it was 19 though. But they're saying a lot of these kids are, in the high schoolers, are being able to get these vape pens and these flavors that are illegal because the FDA hasn't approved them, which I didn't know. I thought it was all legal, especially when you buy it from the store. You think it's legal. They're all illegal. Okay. Okay, Angela said 18. Okay, it's 19 in Alaska. They are pushing. Angela Reddick said they are pushing it onto children. Now I'm glad they are cracking down. They are. And when I watched that whole press conference because I was like, what? All the flavors are illegal? I did not know that. People love the vape. They like, I got blueberry, I got banana, I got strawberry cheesecake. All that stuff is illegal. And they're saying this. You don't know what's in them vapes. What's in them flavors, the little concoction that they make. So they said be careful. But I was like, damn. Yes, Ava?
What?
Say yes, Ava?
I say no.
Tallahassee said they got rid of selling Delta 8 vapes and smoke shop. What's a Delta 8? But the dispensary's still open, yes. And then I was seeing something about in Cali where a lot of the weed shops were saying were illegal. And they were throwing out like pounds of weed. They came through and seized them. And I'm like, dang. So I think what it is this. If you have a dispensary and you don't have the proper licensing, you're not paying taxes, I feel like they consider that to be illegal. The government want they cut. And if you try to cut them out, they're going to cut you out of business, is what it's looking like to me. But they're cracking down on that stuff. And then Ray said, I smoke Digi flavor in Geek Bars. What is that? What is Digi flavor and what is Geek Bars? Sound like some drug. Hey, Jens. He said, hello, guys. Greeting from Germany, love. And then Reddick said, witchcraft, addictive potions. That's what it is. What it is. You think that because you don't smoke cigarettes but you vape, you think it's better. You're still going into your lungs. And then you don't know what they're putting in those concoctions. You just don't know. They're saying... Okay, they also said this in the news conference. They're saying that they have not themselves seen any of them be laced with fentanyl, but they were saying that it's only a matter of time. Okay, Pete, man, we tried to give you the chance earlier. You gotta go. Taking up the chat. We're having a serious conversation here, and you're playing games. But I hope you hit the like button before you got banned. So, Ray said it's nicotine. But see, my thing is this. If you start smoking cigarettes to vape and it's still nicotine, what is the difference? And you don't know what they're putting in those little... I know they got the vape pens, but what do they call the oils? Vape oils? You don't know what they're putting in there, and they got flavors and all that. But yes, all the flavors is illegal. I said, damn. And they're saying the distributors, China, the owners are the ones that they are really cracking down on, because if people were not selling it in their, smoke shop, people wouldn't be able to access it. Okay, so Ray said you don't have to light it and then smoke, and then that's how you smoke it. Are you talking about? Are you talking about the vape pen? I know. I smoked one before, but I was smoking the weed vapes. Or you talking about the what did you call? Let me scroll up. You called it something else. Are you talking about the digi flavor in Geek Bars? I'm just gonna look it up. Would you allow Ava to smoke? Not if she was around that age, and I would highly advise her against it. Because my mother passed away from blood cancer, so I would not want Ava to smoke. But this is how it is. You raise your kids, you tell them what they should and shouldn't do, you pray over them, and whatever choices they make, when they get grown, there's really not much you can do. Like you did all you can do. And then inside, I mean, yes, I would. But when she was of that age, I feel like that's a choice that you make when you know what I'm saying, when you grown. You know, you can't have no 12-year-olds on weed. I know some people do, but I want her to be a kid. You know, while she's a kid. And then when she gets older, you know. But like I said, you raise your kid, you do your best, you tell them what they should and shouldn't do, you try to instill morals in them, you teach them the Bible, you tell them about God, you pray over them, and after they leave the house, I mean, that's it. And I know that Tyler Robinson, the person that gunned down Charlie Kirk, I know it's probably his parents, because that man seemed like he came from a good background. He got a 4-year scholarship to college. But after they leave the house, there is nothing you can really do. You can give a kid everything, and they can still mind a hella bad. And then they can have the bare minimum and wind up changing the world. You just never really know. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. Okay, Ray said no, the Digi flavor and Geek Bars. Oh, you don't have to light it. I gotta look that up. Hey, Damien, how you doing? But yes, all you can do is do your best with children. Even if you're raising your cousins or if you're in their life, all you can do is do your best. After they leave the house, it ain't on you no more. I've seen some parents that were really good parents. Their kids leave the house and be hella bad. Okay, I'm looking at this Digi flavor. Hey, Damien, how you doing today? Oh, I've seen this before. I'm gonna show you a picture of it. I don't know why my throat got dry all of a sudden when I got here. This is a Digi flavor. Have you guys seen those before? I've seen a lot of people hitting these all the time. And they come in different colors. I'm be trying not to cough because it still hurts. Like my little, my surgery scars. I'm be trying not to cough or sneeze because it still hurts. Because that's what it looks like. Oh, and the Geek Bars are thinner version. It's a fancy vape. How's everyone's day going? It's going good so far. When I woke up this morning, I took my time getting up out of bed, getting into the shower. I took my time. I uploaded another video on my other channel. I was editing some of my pictures. I kind of just took my time. Okay, this is the Geek Bar. This is what it looks like. So it's a tinier version. And Angela Hurd says, still bad for you. Yes. People are under the misconception that because they vape, it is better than smoking cigarettes, and it's not. It's still not good for you. And what they were saying in the press conference that I was telling you guys about when they seized all those flavors of vapes, vape oil, whatever you want to call it, they were saying that vaping is not better for you than smoking. It's still the same thing. And then I'm going to say this. I feel like when I see people vape, they be vaping all damn day. They be hitting that pen so much. I'm like, dang. You know, I think people are really like. There was this guy I used to work with. I'm about to look it up because what is a vape? Okay, it's a vape oil refills. That's what they had seized. There was this guy I used to work with who vaped all the time. Anything that you do to excess like that is going to become bad. Hey, Bradley. Okay, which vape oil is illegal or is legal? They said the FDA only approved 3 kinds. And I was like, what? I was just you know, when you watch something on TV, like you learn something, you I never knew that. I never knew that. Okay, the vape pens they said is 18 plus. In Alaska, it's 19 to be able to smoke. And I think that's how they're saying a lot of kids are kind of getting into it because you could know somebody that's 18 years old. They're still hanging out with people who are like 17, 16, 15. They can just go into the store for you, get the vape pen, and bring it out to you. And then they're like, oh, give me that flavor. You know what I'm saying? And I would say this the FDA, I, I don't trust the FDA anyway. There are some things that they have approved that should not be approved, in my opinion. Um, Pretty much the government wants their cut. Is what it sounds like to me. Okay, so flavor restrictions. The FDA previously prohibited flavored e-cigarettes other than tobacco and menthol due to concerns about youth usage. So it says previously prohibited. I wonder when they banned them. So only I thought he said there was 3 flavors, but here it's just saying tobacco and menthol. All those other flavors are totally illegal and should not be able to be sold. Um, and then it says some illegal products may contain nicotine levels or cartridge sizes that are not allowed. That's crazy. When I saw this, I was like, what? Because I just had no idea that all these vape flavors were illegal. Because I remember people were like, oh, they got so many different flavors. And even when I don't go into the smoke shop a lot. Sometimes I will if I'm looking for like wraps or something. But I remember seeing a bunch of different flavors. So I did not know that all those flavors were illegal. And they're cracking down on it. All right, Ray, have a good day. Hey, Keith, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I just had some honeycombs. Me and Ava kind of slept in today. We kind of just, well, you know, it's Sunday. She'll go back to doing her homeschool tomorrow. But yeah, we kind of just slept in today. How can you tell if a vape is illegal? This is a good question. But yeah, we're talking about the vape situation. A lot of the flavors of all of the flavors of vape are illegal. And I did not know this until I was watching a press conference where they had seized a bunch of vape oils. Yeah, it sounds like they have cancer-causing agents in those flavors. And honestly, Reddick, the whole thing with the nicotine, the menthol, all of it is really bad for you. But I think what they want to do is they want to stop kids from getting into it and being enticed by these flavors. Okay, I'm gonna look up some vape flavors and see what kind of flavors they have. And then we're gonna talk about y'all, we be getting on to the most random subjects. We be talking about everything on here. Okay, they got a blueberry. Okay, let me go to images. We be talking about the most random stuff on here. Okay, that's too small for me to read. Okay, they have this thing. It's called the Vape Gang Mega. Okay, they have different flavors in it. It's 10 different flavors. They didn't really tell me. Yeah, so they got all these different flavors. I'm gonna have to go to the web browser or to the, you know how when you go on Google, you can click images or you can click web or all or shopping. Okay, they got mango, raspberry, or sorry, mango, blue raspberry, blueberry, watermelon, apple, banana, berry, candy, cherry, grape, lemonade. Well, what adult do you know that's getting a candy flavored vape pen or vape oil? Dang, so all these flavors are illegal. That is crazy. Yeah, but y'all, we just had some honeycombs and we just chilling. Okay, this is a question I want to know. When did these flavors become illegal? Because I've been seeing these flavors for a minute. And then they also said a lot of smoke shops were popping up. Vape flavors did not become entirely illegal at a single point, but rather under a partial FDA ban that went into effect in February 2020, restricting flavored pre-filled e-cigarette pods. This policy was a response to rising teen vaping rates and concerns about the addictive nature of flavored products. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy, y'all. Okay, so when I make those bacon cheddar fries, I most likely would do it live with the cooking. Um, I might do one live today. It's gonna be a pop up one. If I don't do it, y'all know I found a show on Netflix that was good, and that's why. And then I posted a new video on my other channel, A Time for Tea at 907 Good Eats. And then I uploaded some pictures of food onto my community wall. Some throwback pictures to when we was really cooking. And Reddick said, we need this enforcement. I don't want to see kids sick from vaping. Yes, you guys. And you gotta think, if you start smoking or vaping at 15, 14, that's a long time. You know, and the thing with the vaping is it's being looked at as a positive alternative to smoking. And it's not. The truth really is not really out there about vaping because a lot of these smoke shops depend on those vape sales. And so they don't want people to think that vaping is not healthy because they want to sell their pens. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy. But also with the whole vape thing, can they fix the food? Because it's not just the vapes that can get the kids and the people sick. It's the food too. The food ain't right. The FDA, I'm glad RFK Jr. is in there. I hope we see some more changes because it's really crazy what's going on with the food. But I think I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say? Anything else y'all want me to talk about? And the answer, yep, it's a big profit business. And they were saying in the Chicago area that there were some more smoke shops than there was Starbucks and McDonald's combined. Which McDonald's ain't really great either. But that's how many smoke shops. And think about how many smoke shops and dispensaries have popped up in the last couple of years. Well, a lot of these places, the vapes, the smoke shops, they already said they was doing illegal stuff with the weed, not the weed, with the vape oils. But these dispensaries too, some of them are illegal and not legal. And so it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And I will have to make a video, some type of video about this on my other channel because this is a good topic that a lot of people really don't know about. Because I know if I didn't know the flavors was illegal, y'all definitely don't know. So I think I should make a video about this and put it on my other channel, Time for Tea, because I had no idea that all these flavors were illegal. I thought they were legal. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that you don't think about, but it is true. And I see people vaping all day long. And if you do anything to excess like that, it's going to become bad for you. It is going to be bad for you. I might go live later on, I might not. Y'all stick around. Have the notifications turned on. Thank you so much for coming in to the live stream. Like I told y'all, when I do these last minute live streams, they do the best. I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, find something else to watch, probably work on some videos and see if anybody else is live. I hope y'all have a great Sunday, great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Fully gang gang gang. Fully gang gang gang.